السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. الحمد لله رب العالمين، صلى الله وسلم وبارك على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم تسليما كثيرا. ثم ما بعد. Imam al-Nawawi rahimahullah ta'ala, he is a new chapter right now on the umur al-manhiya anha, the prohibited actions. قال باب كراهة التقعير في الكلام بالتشدق وتكلف الفصاحة. He says undesirability of exaggeration during conversation, like faking eloquency in speech. قال واستعمال وحشي اللغة, using odd words in language, ودقائق الإعراب, some weird expressions in conversations, especially في مخاطبة العوام ونحوهم, if you speak with the average person. So what he means by that? He brought multiple hadith. We're going to take two hadiths inshallah ta'ala here. The first hadith number 1736 عن ابن مسعود رضي الله عنه أن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم قال هلك المتنطعون هلك المتنطعون هلك المتنطعون. He mentioned that, as I've mentioned it 3 times. رواه مسلم. The Prophet صلى الله عليه وسلم says, ruined are المتنطعون, ruined are the متنطعون, ruined are the متنطعون. Even the English language didn't mention the meaning of it actually. It's like, what's the meaning of that then? What does that exactly mean? So al-mutanatti' in general, at-tanattu' is exaggeration in everything. Like going way and beyond what is considered normal. So, can you sit down? Please sit down. Okay, jazakallah khair. So al-mutanatti'un basically exaggeration. The exaggeration in speech, the exaggeration in, carrying themselves in a certain way, dealing with people, in conversation and so on. But here in the context of this hadith, specifically about speech, talking to people. So when people sometimes they talk, what do? They kind of like they fake too much in that conversation. They wanna show what they call in English basically smarty pants basically, right? Everyone wants to look like a smarty pants, and they wanna show themselves to be smart guys, smart ladies, and they talk, topics that are so sophisticated topics and so on. It's not even their business. That's called tanattu'. And Islamically, you should not be doing that. You should not try to fake an image of yourself that is not true. You should not fake that knowledge if you don't have it. You should not fake that kind of understanding by when you speak, you start showing that, mashallah, you speak with full much confidence, but it's not true. You're faking it altogether. That is tanattu'. And specifically when it comes to speech, the Prophet ﷺ in the other hadith, he says, hadith Abdullah ibn Amr ibn Khattab ibn As رضي الله عنه قال إن الله يبغض البليغ من الرجال الذي يتخلل بلسانه كما تتخلل البقرة. رواه أبو داود. Interesting here. He said, صلى الله عليه وسلم, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, verily Allah azza wa jalla dislikes an eloquent person, and someone who is faking eloquence in his speech, who rolls his tongue as a cow rolls its tongue. What does that mean? When people sometimes talk and they want to show that they're, mashallah, they're smart and they know what they're talking about, so they kind of start faking even the intonation and the voice. So they start speaking with deep voice like this. Imagine if I always speak to you like that. That is actually part of the tanattu', and also the same thing. And sometimes people, when they talk, they want to pronounce every certain word and letter in a certain way, so they exaggerate the emphasis on specific letters. So they want to talk, they said specific letters, specifically said the R or the A or the B or the D, when they mention it, it has to come out in a certain way. That's what the Prophet ﷺ is speaking about over here. When they talk, they start rolling their tongues in a way that is just going to make their sound something different and something so serious. But they're not. All of this is fake, all is exaggeration, and that should not be done. Basically, the message of the Prophet ﷺ is to be what? To be genuine and real, that's all. Be who you are, be genuine, be real. When you speak, speak well, that's all. Okay, does it mean that if someone, they have a lisp or they have a problem with their speech, kind of like, they cannot improve that? They can't even try to speak in a better way and so on, to hide it or whatever? No, they can. There's nothing wrong with that. But they're not going to fake knowledge they don't have or try to fake an understanding that they never have. They need to be reasonable. They need to be, inshallah ta'ala, real and genuine. That is the meaning of this hadith, so that people don't give an image that is not true about them. Wallahu ta'ala. Any question, Jama'ah? Yes. Is that considered, is that in everything or just in religious matters? In everything. Not just in religious matters. Religious matters even actually worse. If someone speaks in that fashion just to show, mashallah, he's or she is very religious, yani. That's even worse. Wallahu a'lam. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله.